Yo, 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 what is up, beautiful people? So today's transmission, the 3 keys to calling your vision without having to create or figure out all the steps on your own. So firstly, it is the what, the why, and the how. But Blase, they don't really make sense at the moment. How is the what, why, how going to call in a vision for me? Let me explain. So we'll start with the what. So the what is your vision. So a lot of the time when people try to create a vision or set their vision, when they write it down, they actually write the how. And so an example of this is, my vision is to train in the gym 5 days a week for 3 months straight. That's the how. But what is the what? What is the thing that you want to achieve by training in the gym for 3 months, for 5 days straight for 3 months? Like, what is that? Is it losing weight? Is it being able to lift a certain thing? Is it a body fat percentage? Is it you want to train so you can complete a triathlon? What is that what? Now, the reason the what is so important is because that what has an emotional charge to it. Now, as humans, it's not the thing, it's not the what that we desire, it is the emotion or the feeling that what gives us. So, example of the body and training in the gym, the what? Like, what is that feeling when you complete that? And also, so now we're going to flip, now we're going to change into now the why. The why is super important as well. So the what and the why are very, very important. Just remember, we don't need to figure out the how. I'll explain that in just a moment. So the why. So with emotions, we can create, we can use our pain as our superpower. And also, so we can use that as fuel, so that can charge our why, so our pain can fuel our why, and so we're able to transmute all of that heavy energy, that yucky energy, all of that anger or sadness or grief or trauma. We can supercharge that when we heal it, so it's not in the nervous system, that experience is outside of the body. And then we can then transmute that pain through into our what, and then it's like now we're going into the future and we're going to then what is the outcome. So what is the feeling that the outcome has? So it's like pain, outcome, and so we can supercharge everything. Now, an example I'm going to give you is my why in my life, my business, why I left construction and why I chose to be a coach. So there's a lot of pain from my past. I was molested at the age of 9. My dad left when I was 7. A really close person to me attempted suicide when I was 22 and survived. I went wayward for like 5 years and numbed down all these vices, and just was in a massive big spiral in my life. Came out of that, had a spiritual awakening, and then found personal development. And then through that personal development, then I went through what they call MIC, which is mate in construction, and I did a suicide alertness training. That training, because of my conscious awareness, triggered all of that past stuff to come up to the forefront, but I had the ability to be with it. Because remember that the universe, divine intelligence, God, Buddha, Allah, Google, gives you everything that you can handle in this moment. So when that came up, it allowed me to explore what was going on with all of that pain from my past and heal it, go through that, and I started asking deeper questions myself. Why am I here on this planet? And I realized that I wanted to be of service, wanted to help people, and so I started doing personal development work, started running like little things, and it got to a point that now it is men's work. It took me about 4 years, 2 to 3 years to figure out it was like men only, and then I work with some women here and there, but it's like predominantly men. Now the why, it started to be, the why was because all of that pain that I enjoyed and all the pain I saw in the world. So I've used all of that pain, now I've harnessed that, this is what gets me out of bed. So I face off with myself and I tell myself, when I don't want to do a live like this, when I don't want to check emails, when I don't want to be an entrepreneur anymore, when I don't want to run my own business, if I don't show up, a man is going to die. That's where I play it with my mindset, to become bigger than this thing. And then as soon as I tell myself that, bro, someone's going to die if you don't come up and show up, it allows me to get out of here, drop back into here, because this is where my why is. It's in here. Why isn't a thought, it's a feeling. There's a feeling to it. Then I go do that. Now, my mission on this planet is to activate a generation of men. Now, that has a different feeling. of fulfillment, sense of purpose and pride. I'm just being a good human, and I'm very proud of myself to live this life. So I've supercharged pain and outcome, put that into the body. Now that is now supercharged to the what. Now tying back that why to your health. What is that thing that you want to achieve? Doesn't just have to be health. This could be calling in a partner. And like, rather than partner, is it like a lifelong partner? Get really crystal clear on what that what is. It may be transitioning from a 9 to 5 into a new job. It may be starting a side hustle. It may be being able to bench 100 kilos or finish a triathlon or run 15 minutes non-stop on a treadmill. Whatever that vision is, whatever the commitment is, whatever the goal is that you want, that is the what. You've got to be really clear on that, because why you're very clear on that is you're telling yourself and the universe, this is what I desire. If you're fluffy, so about getting fit, I just want to get fit. But what's the metric? So the what has to be really specific, and somebody's got to be able to ask you, did you complete your what? Did you complete your vision? You have to be able to say yes or no. So just getting fit, what is the metric? How are you going to measure yourself off that? Man, we try, because we are logical thinkers, we try and always figure this shit out on our own. And we enjoy solving problems. And a lot of us, and I say us because I have been caught in this loop until I actually realized it, is that I thought I had to do it on my own and I knew everything. Now, that is a very arrogant belief to have, that you know all the answers, because there's so many people on this planet far smarter than you in certain areas, and you're far smarter in certain areas in your life, because we're all unique. Now, the reason I say that is because some people have their zone of genius and they've already achieved what you want to do. Literally, there's so many people on this planet that have already achieved what you want to do. Now, if we can remove that mask, of that know-it-all mask, and then lean in and ask for help and support, then that how can piece it all together. So that how, we have this vision. And so some people, with this what, they leave the goalpost like here. Like they can just over it, like just barely leaving the comfort zone, because they think that they have to have it all figured out before they start that journey. Wrong. If you have your what and you have your why, and you are taking aligned, committed action, you're telling the universe, this is what I want to create. And because that feeling, your why is your intention, is your heart, you're taking aligned, committed action, you're moving towards that in that direction. There is a divine intelligence that runs through you, runs through I, that is connected to everything. Now, if Blase, or if you insert your name right here, is trying to figure out the how on your own, you're telling the universe, no, don't worry about it, don't come through, I've got this. And now, how often is that grind been so challenging? You had all of these blocks, the creative genius shuts down, and you feel overwhelmed because you don't know how to figure that out. So my invitation is to take those blinkers off and allow the how, or allow the divine intelligence to come through you. But Blase, I'm not a spiritual person. How do I trust that? I don't have a connection to divine intelligence, or whatever this thing is that you're saying. Divine intelligence, you can just call it trusting your intuition. Or you could also you could call it the opportunities that are going to present themselves. Because if your blinkers are on and you're trying to figure it out, you're not going to see any opportunities coming into your radar. Another thing you can do is ask this divine intelligence, or you ask for these opportunities, or ask consciousness, source, whatever, to show you signs. So this is another way to reaffirm to yourself, because it is always there. You just need to have that aha moment to realize that it is there. Kim, what is up? And so these aha moments are these glimpses of, you remember, this light bulb goes off, that you remember just how powerful you are. Ben, what's up in the building? My brother from America. And so this divine intelligence that is running through you. And so when we see these signs, when I met those twins that day, I remembered just how powerful I am. Not Blase, I am. That divine intelligence is running through me. Just remember that what can happen when you ask for these signs to happen is you try and figure out the what. Now you try and figure it out. Now the thing is with the divine intelligence, just remember that be open to all possibilities. Be open to all opportunities with this, because you never know how the divine intelligence works. It just happens. Now, an example of this. In the room, there was a gentleman that really resonated with what I said. We did not connect that night. I said hello, but we never chatted. We never did anything together. And about 4 months later, he reached out and we coached together. And then over the past 3 years, he's come to 4 of my retreats and now believes really deeply in the mission, and we've become business partners. So an opportunity that presented itself 4 years ago is now playing out in this moment and expanding everything that I could think possible, because this man is an absolute genius. Now, the reason for that is because I've been putting in that work about trusting that divine intelligence and just trusting myself and just showing up as me. When you get to a door, this could be your car door, a door anywhere, like a physical door as a representation into your psyche. Turn your Raz on. When you see a door, before you step in it, you stop, connect to your breath, and then just set your intention for what you're going to do. And my intention, I always said, is as I step through this door, I'm open to all new possibilities that are in alignment with my highest truth. My intention is that I'm open to all possibilities that are open for my highest truth. And then so when I step through that door, I'm reminding myself to take the blinkers off. Blase gets out of the road. Universe, what are you going to show me? I've had some of the most nourishing conversations on my life on the other end of that. Going into coffee shops, meeting strangers. On top of that, because that really nourishes my soul, just these deep depth of conversations. I love that. But there's so many opportunities that have presented themselves in fatherhood, in business, in my relationships, in, oh my God, I got to introduce you to my friend, you guys have got to connect. Now, if it's just Blase and I'm just stuck in like go, 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 do, I've got to get to that next place and missing these opportunities, it's never going to come through. If we want to go to the summit of Mount Everest, but we've never rock climbed, we don't know how to climb mountains, we've never done altitude training, we don't even know how to get over the Himalayas, we don't know anything, but that's what we want to do. So the thing is, you, my brother, my sister, you know the next step to take. So you figured out the what. You want to climb to the peak of Mount Everest. You know why you want to do it. But the how, you don't know how to do it. But all you have to do is know the next step. And just take that. Just that one step. Now, for me, that one step would be seeking somebody out that does that as a package. That would be my first step. So I would go to a travel agent, whatever that travel agent or an adventure company or whatever, and sit down and have a chat. Now I've just taken one step towards that vision, and that's all we do. Success is sequential. A win stacked on top of a win, stacked on top of a win, 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 win. There is no overnight success, because everything has led you to this moment and all these future moments. And so we've sifted through goals and we've reflected through our failures and everything, and start learning and growing to continue to evolve. So all you have to do is just take that next step. Usually, that next step is asking for support and asking for help, because if you knew how to do it, it wouldn't be a vision, you would have already completed it and be already living that. So guys, this is the secret sauce to calling in a vision. I hope this is supercharged for you. I'd love to drop in the comments here is like, what is your what and then what is your why? What is your what and what is your why? And allow this community, the audience that comes to listen to my content and my videos, allow this audience, these beautiful humans that are here, that are going to read that, allow them to offer, hey man, I've done that, hey, I can introduce you to that, hey. Just allow that opportunity to flow through. So yeah, light this thread up. And what is your what? What is the next thing? What is that next Everest? And just remember that once you get to that Everest, there's going to be another Everest. There's going to be another Everest. There's going to be another Everest. And so along that journey, it's not about the summit of Mount Everest, it's about the human you become on that journey. Now this is what it means to be on purpose. Purpose isn't a destination. It is a way of being. You are on purpose and you are with purpose when you're taking that action you're taking aligned committed action towards your what, and you're stretching yourself, you're growing yourself, you're becoming that version of yourself that is required to call that in. That is being on purpose. And your soul's purpose is to live its fullest expression. So if you're not doing that, this is your permission slip to live your fullest expression. Oh.